What is up, everyone? Let's fucking go. The first words of Crypto 420. I like that energy. Guys. Energy always needs to be good. Seeing Trader Tim, Elliot, Victor, all familiar names. Victor even saying good morning. He's definitely located somewhere else because it's night here. Gabriel in the house as well. Guys, I'm having two coffees. Maybe I should full clip a coffee right now to just start off.
Clip it.
I just opened this, guys. I got two coffees here. We're gonna full clip it. Okay.
Study full clipping a coffee. It works. Like hard work works. Full clipping in coffee also works. That thing is gone.
Woo! Energy needs to be good, bro. I was like, I need a coffee. I even got one extra. One to clip it to immediately get that caffeine boost, and then one to actually kind of enjoy it. Because, guys, if you're in Europe, I don't know is it even fucking international? Upfront iced coffee. Use code Roger ROGER. Okay. For the best discounts. That's not my code, that's my guy's code, okay? He's an influencer here. This is the best supplement store for caffeine, protein oats, protein powder, you name it, okay? We gotta be good financially, but also physically, and this stuff is good. 21 grams of protein in this iced coffee, and it tastes delicious.
So you just clipped 21 grams of protein.
I clipped 21 grams of protein and I clipped 180 milligrams of caffeine. No, 66, my bad. 66 milligrams of caffeine and I clipped 21 grams of protein. And it tastes like coffee. It's good.
Damn, I need to try that one.
Yeah. You also have the products, no? You also have the products in Dubai right now.
Yeah, but my shaker is so fucked up, so I don't use products anymore. If you know, you know. when your shit is like for 2 days in the shaker, yeah, it's impossible to make it.
Bro, I said today in the stream because like I got so many questions in today's New York stream, and I was like, guys, if you want me to answer your question, you have to ask it. You have to ask the chart in the beginning. Otherwise, I just don't have time because we only have 2 hours. And then now I'm seeing Alfredo just pull up with Golden Frog, like straight to the point. Absolute legend. So, guys, we're back at it. Back with telling you what crypto is gonna do next because we're just pretty fucking accurate. That's it. That's it. So it has been a week, especially fucking last week, bro. I'm cursing too much. Especially last week. Okay, it's the caffeine. The caffeine's getting me too excited. Especially last week, we hit 100K. We pushed up to 104. We dumped back down. Holy shit! What happened? Unpredictable, all that stuff. And now we're currently kind of ranging, which obviously for the people that have been following me for a while, they know if you have a massive buy to sell that liquidates a lot of people, you can expect some rangy price action to follow afterwards before price making itself ready for the next move up. Okay, so I want to talk for a quick moment about that buy to sell and how you could have traded it and what you can expect to follow afterwards, because there are many times where we had these buy to sells, which is basically, in other words, or in my words, a PO3. Okay. And it happened many times on Bitcoin. And the reason why I know exactly to which scenario I'm going to refer it to is because my first trade of the year, guys, my first trade of 2024 was a PO3 trade, just like the one we had. Okay. So we were initially talking since the last time I was on this public stream that we were in this range. Don't know why the negative fips are on, but we were in this negative range. Or negative. We're in this range. Okay, we're in this range. Damn, that caffeine is kicking in, bro. Okay, So we're in this range, and we had an untapped range high and we had an untapped range low. And I always talk about that you can have many rotations inside of the range that do not take the extreme points, where your range high and your range low are the extreme points. So you can go up, you can go down, you can go up, and there are many trade opportunities in those internal rotations prior to taking one of those extreme points. And that was also exactly the long that we took inside of the TCT trading community, where we had this, and we saw this Model 1 accumulation schematic that went over in a Model 2, where the last tap came back for that extreme demand. I think it was a 45-minute to a 1 hour demand zone right here, order block, right in that pivot point, market maker demand, as we like to call it. And then we entered on the break of structure, okay? We entered on the break of structure right here. Absolutely beautiful. Got that satisfying TP of around 100K. You know, that's like first time hitting 100K and then being long, having a TP exactly at 6 figures. That's just a memorizable moment. Okay, but this was an absolute amazing long setup. But this is where you need to stay objective. And also something that I personally could have done better, because I was just screaming that I was in a long that hit 100K TP. But the more aggressive that you push out of a range, where the range itself was contracting and compressing. And what do I mean with that? If you look at this range, I was talking about how all these highs were stacking up right here, right? All the highs were stacking up to be lower highs, giving that liquidity trill. And even after hitting this this extreme demand POI right here, you can see the lows. It's not the best, but it's still the same story, that the lows are also being higher lows. So price is like compressing inside of these two kind of like liquidity curves, and then we had that move up. Now, the people that follow me, they know oftentimes when you have these compressing formations, the first move tends to be the fake move, okay? So what we had that very aggressive expansion that was caused by that Model 1 into a Model 2 accumulation, and that actually did not close a proper high time frame candle above the L2 right here. You can see on the 18-hour. We SFP'd it, which is not a candle close above, so it was still valid from a deviation perspective using our rules given to you in the TCT mentorship. And from there, we had a redistribution. Now, we didn't have, you're hearing me say redistribution. We didn't have a distribution where we took our actual range high. Just like we traded this internal accumulation, which is the accumulation inside of the bigger range, we had a distribution inside of that low time frame, but indeed bigger range right here. So we had this range, and then we came into this extreme supply right here. And then within the range, we had a Model 1 distribution schematic that I should have traded. I wasn't paying close enough attention, but I should have definitely traded this. That we had a 1, we had a 2, we had a 3. Okay. And then the break of structure itself in the beginning was a bit sketchier because you SFP'd it first. You can see right here that we SFP'd that low right there. And then we SFP'd it again right here. And then we closed below it. So just entering this trade from a distribution schematic, it wasn't really worth it because to the range low, which is a technical target, it was only a 1-to-1, but you should have been aware that this could have been that fake move, especially because this could have been the setup, but especially because if you zoom out, you can see we get such a massive volume increase when we were breaking out. So you can see right here, the moment we broke out of that candle, we got such a massive volume increase, which is literally people longing 100K, okay? And even though we are making fun of those people, I used to be that guy last cycle where I opened the long on the first all-time high. So like I'm not saying I understand them, but I understand why they would potentially think that that was a smart idea, okay? Because if you don't know the charts, you don't know better. But those people literally longed it, and that kind of gives an extra idea of the PO3. Because the PO3 is where you have your range right here that has that compressing effect. And then you have the manipulation above the range, which we had. And then you have the expansion and the reversal that follows. Okay. This was literally, it was textbook. It was absolutely textbook. And you can see right here that the people that longed the breakout, they got liquidated. Okay. On this volume spike, on that move down. All liquidated, all gone. And even more because people that were also long from these lower prices, basically people that were long from 90K on and upwards, they were out. They were absolutely gone, destroyed, long just vanished, okay? And they probably even had a bigger loss because in those volatile moves, exchanges freeze. They don't execute orders the way they should be executing orders because everything happens so fast. And if you think that this PO3 is the only time an exchange is going to be freezing, then you do not understand euphoria during peak bull market environments, okay? Your exchanges are going to lag, your orders are not going to properly get executed, and you will get wrecked if you are diversified only, or if you're not diversified, okay? Only if you're on one exchange. So definitely diversify. Wyckoff Inside has been posting a lot inside of the community like, yo guys, just plan one day to diversify your portfolio over different exchanges, different wallets, security on top, okay? But the big question is, this is how you could have traded it. But what's next, right? What can you expect next? So in order to answer that, I want to show you the last time we had something like this and what happened and what followed afterwards. So if we pull up the same Bitcoin chart, where is USD inverse? There we go. The last time we had it, it was my first trade of the year on Bitcoin, and that was in Jan right here. Right there. Boom. Where you can see we had the exact same thing, okay? It's the exact same thing. So I'm going to turn out volume, and you're going to see it. We had this range right here, and you have to let me know if you still remember it, Mr. Wyckoff. Right here, you had that range formation, and then price was compressing inside of the range right here. Just like this, building that liquidity on both sides. We had that aggressive push up. And also here, you didn't have that actual distribution at the high. You had the distribution on the lower high, just like we had the distribution on the lower high right here. And then this was the manipulation, and then this was the expansion. Just like this. And this happened exactly on the 3rd of Jan. That's why it was my first trade of the year. Remember it extremely well because it was a banger. Like it started the year of like so good, bro. So good. So let me put this on the chart so you can truly see the similarities right here. Range, manipulation, and then expansion. Boom. Okay. So you can see it's identical. Like, and I'm showing you this because there's going to be a time where it's going to happen again, right? And then you know that you can be prepared for it. So PO3, absolutely beautiful. And typically you tend to recover really fast afterwards if you are in a bullish market environment. So what we saw last time is that wick that is so aggressive, that recovers fairly quickly, okay? Like it's a massive wick, massive sell to buy. And then price, if we look at what happened here, it tends to consolidate, okay? It tends to consolidate. So right here, you can see that we kind of had that slow grind up, and that slow grind up actually back tested the supply that we left behind from the manipulation phase, like you can see right there. I'm going to delete the expansion, but you can see that we came towards that range low, swept all that liquidity, recovered back up, mitigated supply from the manipulation phase, and then had some sort of consolidation where eventually we broke out towards the upside, okay? And what are we seeing right now? we had a recovery, we rejected right here off supply from the manipulation phase, and we're seeing a consolidation. So you tell me that price isn't just fucking just pattern recognition, guys. Like, it literally is. This is the same. It's literally the same. So what followed here was that we actually broke out, and then that ended up being a deviation. I don't think that's particularly what needs to happen now, but if we play this through, you can see that this was another breakout towards the upside, followed by a full-on reversal that deviated the range low before actually reversing back up. And that was also when the ETF was actually live, no? Like, wasn't that somewhere here, that high? Like, that was the high. That was the high we back tested in the macro range during summer, right here. So this was when the ETF went live, and then we reversed after sweeping that low. Okay, so I'm truly focusing on this current aspect of these three boxes. I don't think something similar like this has to happen. But what's happening right now is simply, what we can expect to happen. Now, we can see a bit more, still see a bigger retracement, fill more of that wick, mitigate more demand, kind of find a new local range that ends up being an accumulation before we head up higher. Or we just go higher from here, we deviate it, and then we form some sort of new high time frame range, okay? Because this is not going to be the range that starts some sort of first high time frame topping point. And the reason why that is because the liquidity has, like, people have already been trapped. I said these exact words in summer, right here. People were talking about this being a potential distribution. And to the people that pay attention, and you should be paying attention to every single detail I tell you, okay? Because they're all so valuable to use for in the future. People were asking me, can this be a potential Model 1 distribution? I said no. And the reason why I said no is because whenever you have a distribution, your third tap does all the work. The third tap creates the aggressive move towards either the upside or the downside. And what we had right here is we had a PO3. And with a PO3, you only kind of have like a 2-tap move, right? So right here, the second tap did all the work. The second tap caused this expansion towards the downside. So the market makers are not going to let price go up and then dump it back down again. Why would they? Price was already here. They already dumped price from the PO3. So the same way we're going to do that and apply that right here. They're not going to make price go up for one deviation and then dump it down. They already swept all the liquidity there. Okay, so something new needs to happen. We can go up, down, and that will be a new range. You're not going to get a distribution range from this current price action. So I am expecting this current price action to go up, and then from there go into a higher time frame topping structure once also my USDT dominance targets hit their support. Okay, so that's currently my kind of like expectations going forward. And what is really funny, I'm thinking of it right now, in case something like this does happen, we do have also a pretty quote-unquote like bullish news event that's supposed to be bullish happening in, I think, like the end of Jan. Like, I think like Trump is taking office, I don't know exactly the date. I think somewhere like the 17th or the 25th of Jan, Trump is taking... or Trump is coming into office, and maybe there are some new crypto regulation rules that will, get applied during that time. I think it could be a macro bullish news event that can cause a sell-off. The 20th of Jan. So maybe something similar happens, right? Let's put the 20th of Jan on our chart. Bro, that could easily, like, we could range here for a bit longer, go higher, and then start like a higher time frame range where this will be like a sell-off event that kind of creates our high time frame topping structure for our first high time frame pivot point, of something like this. That could definitely happen. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be pretty significant. Where also here you went higher and then you had the ETF and you got smacked down. So maybe we have something the same with the 20th of Jan that Trump's take office, a lot of maybe other bullish news that's happening as well. And that creates a sell-off, just like we had with the ETF after that PO3. Like it is lining up pretty damn nice, no? Like it's lining up pretty damn nice. Where this was the ETF, 20th of Jan. Alts keep flying though, I believe, after the top. Yeah, in this period, alts should just be catching up like crazy. Like alts should be catching up. And then during this phase, they could also experience their first correction. And then during this consolidation phase, they should also just keep on flying. And then this should be distributing for that first pivot point. What's your thoughts? You're on mute.
Yo, boys.
Yo.
Yeah, I think that that will happen. Like, if we get bullish candles into the January the 20th, we will get that massive hammer down, 100%.
Yeah.
Like if we are downtrending into that, if we are downtrending into that, it's a different story. But I think it's bullish into that. So then, yeah, you get smacked down.
But like now that I think about it, with that news event added to it, like this is some scary price action. Like this is really accurate. Like look at the comparison here. I mean, I want to make it.
Yeah, but like the altcoin, this is like people need to understand. These are the perfect conditions for our shit coins. Like you want Bitcoin to range because then the volume and the liquidity is flowing to our shitcoin.
Here, let me do this.
Mr. Fractal.
Mr. Fractal here. Let me
study his face. Study his face when he's making this. He's smiling the whole time.
Let's even add. I don't know if I can copy bars patterns from here.
Can you do like a fib, like a funny fib? Maybe that's also.
Oh, like a fib pool?
Yeah, maybe it's accurate where the top will be.
Well, after this, we pumped to fucking all-time high. So maybe that will be something crazy. I wanna find that.
Chinese New Year, end of Jan as well. Always believed to be a bullish event for the markets. Could be otherwise this time. Not bullish. If you think it's bullish, not bullish. If you think it's bearish, it's bullish. Study.
Literally, bro. That's how it works.
What on a drop like that for first local top, how much would you see memes like Andy and Wolf drop? 50 to 70%. You can copy the bar pattern from last year and overlay it into this year. Scare out close. Yeah, like the fractals, they work to a certain extent. Like you don't need to focus on it. You will just see the price action locally and react on it. Like the fractals are nice and shit, but it's not gonna give you. You're not gonna trade off it. It's just an extra confirmation, you know. Tomorrow all-time high, boys. Totally possible because like Monday dumps. I have never trusted Monday dumps in my whole life. Because that means the people that take early week positions will be in profit for the whole week. Like if you short on Monday, that's just not the name of the game. You will see it even more when you overlay it with it. We see it now, but it's scary how similar. Yeah, it's similar. It is holiday time. You know Bitcoin is going to sell off. It's almost does it every year. People are taking profits. They have to buy presents with the profits law. Study. Oh. Any thoughts on Caspa? Yeah, we can go over Caspa in a minute. Caspa is in heavy supply at the moment, so it needs to have power.
Guys, I wouldn't ask about Caspa. I don't think you're gonna like my response.
Should we put a hammer on the Caspa chart again? Last time we did it, it didn't end well for the Caspa holders. No, sorry, I'm joking, guys.
I got just like this crazy idea now. That would be insane.
What you gonna do?
So like, this is purely a speculation, okay, and an expectation. This is not a confirmation, but what if we get this PO3 to do something like this, okay? This is not from a timing perspective, but just like maybe go a bit lower, fill that wick partially, accumulate, or just hit some demand on the left, accumulate, go higher, exceed that manipulation high. And from there, we have some sort of a mid time frame to like maybe like a 4-hour distribution, you know, where coming into that third tap is that bullish news events that just sells us off, okay? And we get a reaction and we get a drop from there. That can be like, I don't know, from what's this percentage that I've currently drawn? Maybe like an 18 to 20% drop on Bitcoin, okay? But what if that is actually the start of our macro range that's gonna be a high time frame model one in some way? So from here, you will just find some new support, kind of like in Q1, and you move up pretty aggressively from there. And then, you know, in May, coming into the summer, you typically have the event of sell in May, walk away. You know, that's what happened last time in May. Like we distributed in like March, April. So maybe you recover pretty fast from it, like this, getting that bullish vibe back. And you get something like this. And it's like sell in May, walk away, and just dump. And like in summer, you're just like chilling again. And then you're going to have a tap 1 right here. And this will be your tap 2 in general on the high time frame. And then you're going to get that last push up coming out of summer, what we typically have, coming into like the end of Q3, Q4, where you push up once more very aggressively. People get excited. And then you dump down very hard. And then that's the cycle. Clip it. Okay, clip it. If something like that happens, you can call me Daddy Lars.
Oh.
But, you know, if you combine the theories, you know, staying bullish, coming into December, coming into Jan, and then it's too bullish for now, sell off during a supposed to be bullish news event, followed by a recovery in like Feb, or followed by a recovery in Feb, March, coming into April, May, new highs, but it's normally sell in May, walk away, kind of what happened last cycle. So you sell off, but you don't sell off that aggressively. You just correct, still making higher lows and higher highs. The retail mind will simply make higher lows and higher highs drawing. And then when you hit a new all-time high coming out of summer, this is when people start calling for crazy targets for fucking a 20 grand Ethereum and altcoins going to the moon. And that's literally just like you have your own little distribution. That's the third tap of a bigger distribution. And then you sell off aggressively, you know? And these deviations can be bigger than I've shown here. But in general, something like this is something I would absolutely love. And that gives a lot of room for altcoins to run and go absolutely nuclear, because what you will typically have is like a giant mega range that ends up being a very macro distribution before correcting down. Like that would look sick, because then you would go kind of from like a blow off top in 2018 to a double top in 2021 to a triple top, aka a Model 1 distribution in 2025. I like the progression of that. You know, I like that. And it could also be like a pretty weird Model 1 where this is just a bit too aggressive. But like I'm talking about the general idea where you have that last manipulation above those Q1 highs, and then you correct back down, and then you can expect, if you stay around these numbers, you can expect, you know, a 70% drop, which will bring you to like around these numbers, you know, as a new bottom potentially. So this is just, it's an expectation, guys. I'm drawing here. I'm giving ideas. It's not confirmed, as you can probably see, but I am definitely clipping this. Because if this happens, you will never hear me shut up about it.
Oh. It better doesn't happen. You would tell it. Oh.
Yeah, so what Marsh is saying, he's asking me, are those prices your expected prices or just speculation, or the type of price action you're looking for? It's literally the type of price action that I'm looking for. So I'm not saying 125 is going to be a top. I think it would make it an amazing top, also with diminishing returns over time, but it could be higher, for example, but I'm looking for that. In general, I'm looking for a move higher, mid to high time frame topping structure, sending us off into a news event, recovery during the beginning of 2025, and then followed by a deviation / retracement coming into May, sell off into summer, reaccumulation, and run it back up one more time during the end of Q3, beginning Q4, before going into a bear. Like that playbook is what I am expecting and what I would like. Okay, but we're gonna see. It would be like, if I draw this, this is such a scenario that is literally, it has actually the chance of playing out, but it will just crush people's feelings, right? Because if they see this right now, like if they see it right now, they will be like, there's going to be no more fun. Like there's going to be no more fun because you basically range. Like you basically range for all this time when you're already here. Like that can't be fun, right? And you know, it isn't. It isn't. But we're going to see. Because how you will feel in those moves is like, oh my God, you're going to feel very bullish, seeing 110. You know, oh my God, very bullish. Oh shit, sell off. Then again, very exciting because you're making new highs, new all-time high, 200K incoming. Oh no. And then again, yeah, well, this time is the real deal. No. So looking back, it's going to be looking boring, but in the moment, you'll feel very euphoric. Especially if you combine it with the fact that your alts are definitely performing. Like your alts are going crazy, right? This is just Bitcoin. And if you just look back at it from a timing perspective, when Bitcoin aggressively broke to in all-time high territorium last time, right here, you had 60 days, okay? You had 60 days of fun from here to here. You had 66 days of fun before boring price action came. Because after those 66 days, this was your price action. Which in the moment can be looking exciting, but looking back, it's not, because it's a massive range. Okay? So right now, I don't know how many days we are currently in this. Oh. Right now, we're in like 30 days. So that's why that move up, right? That move that I've drawn here can last even more. Oh, can last around 30 days. Because then you'll also be 66 days. Yeah, well, bro, this drawing is pretty accurate, bro. Like you can have 66 days of fun just like last time you broke through an all-time high before some sort of high time frame structure, topping structure is going to create itself in some way, you know? So I have drawn this pretty scary accurately. I'm just saying. This could definitely be a scenario. But we're going to see, right? We're going to see. Will be very easy to play, though. You cannot lie.
It would be, but yeah, it doesn't really matter because, yeah, it will be clear, like what happens.
For sure. It will for sure be clear. I have no doubt in my mind. You think, guys, first of all, when we say it will be clear, bro, just go to our accounts and see how we have played the past 300 days of price action. Obviously, we're going to say it's clear when we absolutely smoke this range. like it's all there. The evidence is all there. You know, the only move in this range that I wasn't expecting, but I said it, I gave it like a 10% chance of happening, okay, was this aggressive drop. Like,
Bro,
I saw the distribution, I saw the distribution here, but I wasn't expecting this aggressive drop. But I did say, if it happens, I'm still gonna long it because it can be a Model 1 on the higher time frame. That's literally what I said. It's on my socials. I just gave it a 10 to 15% chance of happening. That's the only move. Besides that, bro, spot on. So we're gonna see. If Bitcoin is 130K, bro, like, what's the asset class? It's like the whole crypto market could reach multiple trillions. If you want to dump a multi-trillion-dollar asset class into 70% corrections, you gotta manipulate price in a way that you are able to actually dump that, which is a lot of market maker involvement. Okay, so you're gonna see all your exit triggers get hit one by one, and you're gonna scale it out properly. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Stick me to it. Second coffee. Let's go. Alvin, you want to take this because it's pretty, like, it's obvious.
Can you please explain how memecoin price action might play out with this sort of Bitcoin price action? Yeah, let me take. All right. So, can you please let me grab. Oh, this is the Bitcoin.
I would just use the total 3, yeah, and compare it. Damn, guys, hold up! Look at this. Is like Picasso on the chart, bro. Just whipping up Van Gogh drawings,
bro. This one is actually crazy, but like, guys, in the bear market, we literally had a textbook Wyckoff, and that's so funny to see how the retail is selling. And on the total 3 chart, this chart represents the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. So literally in the bear market, every retail player is selling their shit coins to the market makers, and they are just accumulating. And now we hit the range high, so like the all-time high. So it's normal to have some sort of a pullback or take profit taking place. But about the meme coins, can you please explain how meme coin price action might play out with this sort of Bitcoin price action? So yeah, meme coins are highly correlated to Bitcoin normally, but right now we are coming into a part of the cycle. We are in a 4-year cycle, and we are now approaching the 4th year 4. And in year 4, Bitcoin dominance is starting to drop. What does that mean? That means that Bitcoin is the percentage the money that is in the crypto market that is in Bitcoin is going down. Like, Bitcoin dominance put in its pivot point. So alts can perform without Bitcoin going to the upside. Like, we are used to that Bitcoin needs to go up for our altcoins to do good, but Bitcoin right now is in a range, and like a lot of coins, Wolf, are just hitting all-time highs. Pepper is just smashing through all-time highs, while Bitcoin is in a range. And that is, like, in this range, market makers are distributing. We are seeing some sort of distribution. I think this is not the main distribution, because if the market makers really want to push the price down, they need like Lars was explaining, they need more days. They cannot sell in, like, I don't know for how long this range is going on.
It's a quick liquidation reset. Exchange funds, exchange raise get way out of control. Too many people long, funding fees through the roof, and they just reset everything, and then we continue with the next play. It's a reset, and now a new play is up and coming. We just don't know how and where yet because there's no data.
Yeah, so like Lars is saying, this is just a liquidation event. But what can happen is that the market makers are actually starting with selling here. But if we then go on the weekly time frame, we eventually form a weekly range or some sort here. So then you get like you can literally get this, and like Lars was just drawing. But then the starting signs and the distribution starting signs are there. But in these points, Bitcoin dominance is dropping down, so it doesn't really matter what Bitcoin is doing. Preferably you want Bitcoin just to nice to range. That's the best.
You should pull up the total 3 chart and then compare it last cycle when Bitcoin started its topping range, the first one, and then look at what total 3 did, which obviously represents your altcoins. Because then, Mr. Who is it? Alvin is on the screen. Alvin he'll see. It's very obvious. There you go.
So what the total G was doing when we hit all-time highs?
Well, when we started our topping range,
like
on
this
Bitcoin,
one.
Just place a vertical line, and then they'll know.
Wait 1 second. Yes. So guys, at the top is total 3. And at the bottom is Bitcoin. So you see when Bitcoin was starting its distribution, like this is their distribution. It was right here. The altcoins were just getting started. And like this bearish candle, this is maybe what we are having right now. Maybe we even get like a bearish week right now. We don't know, but like this boom effect is still in the playbook, and it will come because Bitcoin dominance is going down. It will come, and you will get those crazy returns, and it will even get that crazy that you don't know what to do. Like altcoins fly like 3x in a day, then you cash out, then you see that it's flying further, then you buy back again. Those things will happen, and eventually only 2% of all the people in the crypto market will walk away with money. That is why we with TCT we're hammering so hard on make a plan and execute like a robot. Like when you are making life-changing money right now, and when you have made life-changing money, just why do you want to stay in this market? Like, or if you are a trader and you have the skill to cash out good, of course, then you stay in the market. But when you are approaching life-changing money, when you get this pump, just go out or learn how to trade, follow the good people and trade with them. But it's difficult because I see my comment section right now. It's full of, should I TP Pepper right now? Should I scale in Andy right now? And then I look at the Andy chart, for example. We are at all-time highs. Even if you go to 1 billion, right now it's at 330 million. Even if you go to 1 billion, you're not going to buy at all-time highs. Even if you do this, you could decide to buy, but is it a good buying moment? No. The buying moments were here, and here. So it's difficult for us to keep saying that it's bullish to buy, that is this, that it is that. It's weird, right?
It's people say, is it a good time to buy Andy? And I say no. And then they immediately relate that to, okay, so we're not going higher. I'm like, no, we are going higher. We're going way higher, but you still shouldn't be buying.
It's like
you missed the entry.
Yeah.
People do not understand. Guys, let's say on Wyckoff's Insider's chart, the second pink arrow, let's say you actually accumulated the second one. So you have the first one on the left. There you go. Let's say you accumulated into that accumulation range, the actual bottom. Let's say you bought 1,000 euros worth of Andy, okay? You would be worth to a new high right now. It will be around 6,000, okay? It will be around 6,000. If you just think, oh, you know what? I'm up 6,000 or I'm up 5,000 and it's worth 6,000 now. We're going to go higher either way, so it doesn't really matter. Let me just put in another 1,000. You know what you just did by just adding that other 1,000? Your average cost of buying Andy is now, can you put like an EQ from the low to the high? Because that will be your average entry. Yeah, and place a horizontal line. There you go. So you bought at the exact lows. You're up insane amounts of money, okay? If you just decide to buy 1,000 more, now your average entry turns from the actual low to the current red horizontal line, which is something we can easily pull back into. It's probably like a 30 to 40% pullback. And then you're back at entry.
Yeah. Then you're crying
like
again.
People, but like they don't realize, because they think I am up $5,000 now. My Andy is worth 6,000. Let me just put in another 1,000. It's just another 1,000 of the 6 that I already have. But what you are doing, your average entry gets put up so high that before you know it, on the next flash crash, you are break even or in a loss. Okay? Because right now, I said if you bought the exact lows on Andy, and if you are FOMOing into the highs right now, you definitely did not buy at the exact low. So even if you had a decent low, because you just bought out of hope, right? And you just FOMO into new plays now, your average entry gets so messed up that you ruin your entire plan. Ruin.
And your mindset, because you're up 5,000 right now. You pull back. What just is a healthy correction? You want, like, people are also saying they only want this. Guys, this is not healthy. This is healthy mitigations. So actually, if we pull back right now in this, preferably in this zone, it would be healthy. But people, if we pull back, they think this is the top. They will cash out, and then we do this. They buy here, and it's the same story always. Like, but it's getting me a little bit frustrated right now, because, like, of course, my engagement on X is getting crazy at the moment, but also there are coming people in that are just, they want signals, and I see the understanding of the market is just not on a level that, in my opinion, you would even be in the market. If you're asking me, should I exit Pepe right now and open a 5x long position, because that are the questions I'm getting. And then I get worried, because I know those people will lose all their money in this market. How are you going to win from people that have all the data from the market makers? So the market makers are the exchanges. They have your liquidation price. They have everything. How can you win from them if you're not putting in the work? And that's why we, Lars and me, and a lot of people in the TCT community right now, we are literally putting in 10 hours plus a day to execute this market as good as possible. But even we make mistakes. Even we. And if you're not studying hard, you will make even more mistakes. Because the FOMO, like, no one wanted to put 5,000 in Andy right here, but right now it's a good point, in their opinion. But no, guys, it's not a good point. All-time highs. If you get the pullback 50%, then we can talk about scaling in again. So that being said, also I want to talk about building a cash position. So for example, if you have scaled in here and you're up 5x right now, you could decide to, for example, take 25%, 20% off the table. And that you just leave that in USDT. And if there come a new play, like a new A tier play, you can use that USDT to scale into a new position. Otherwise, you will pull back. There will come a new play, and you need to sell your Andy for the new play. Then you can better TP at a level that is valid to have a USDT position. But people don't understand. They think if they have USDT on the side, they are missing out on shit. Guys, being in the crypto market with your whole network, that's not good for your blood pressure. Believe me, I've been there before. It's not good. Like, always have some nice USDT on the side and TP at valid points on the chart. Like, what's your opinion about that, Lars?
100%, bro. Like, there has never been, and I'm telling you, because I'm there was in the beginning of this cycle, I also was fully allocated, you know, and there was never, or like there was always a point in time where I was like, oh, I wish I had cash just for like this potential play, or just to invest more into my high conviction plays because we were retracing. I have never had a cash position where I regretted having a cash position. Like never, ever, ever. Literally. So definitely have a cash position. It makes everything easier. Everything. It gets so much easier. So definitely have cash ready as always. That's why trading is like like it's the best. Trading is the absolute best because you can trade the markets each day, stack up those wins that compound over time, like I always do, and always like put importance on. Like I can talk about how to, with correct risk management, make 5% each week trading, which will have like 1,000 views. Or I say, yo, buy this for 100x, 10,000 views. And it's like, man, I have a mentorship on YouTube. 7 hours plus of straight up educational content that is so boring, but so valuable. And guess which one of the lectures has the least views? Risk management. Bro.
And people don't understand how important risk management is. Like what we are doing with our spot portfolios the whole day, like the whole crypto cycle, it's literally all about risk management. Having that cash position on the side, scaling into projects at lows, it's all risk management. Because if a project like Mudeng, for example, right now is down 80% from its all-time high, 82%, that's a valid risk management position to scale into your position. Buying it right here when it's at all-time highs, you are risking a lot. So then your risk management is not in place. And that's just start with watching the risk management section in from Lars his course. It's like the beginning. And if you master that, you can use it with everything in your life. Literally.
What's your trading strategy today for Bitcoin? It's the same every day, brother. It's trading TCT schematics. Literally. So someone asked about Doge. So I want to pick that up because Doge could be pretty insane. Okay? Doge could be pretty insane right now. Let me share my screen. Where is that question? I saw it. Please do a Doge update. So, Doge. I am extremely curious how this is going to play out. So, I am at the moment in a Doge short position. Okay. Why? We have a Model 1 distribution where you have your range high, you have your range low, and you have that deviation 1, and then you have deviation 2. Okay, showcasing a Wyckoff Model 1 distribution, and we traded within the set of rules of TCT rules, and that's why we call it a TCT Model 1 distribution, but the ground rule and the floor and the foundation is Wyckoff. Okay, so we had that Model 1 distribution, and in order to confirm that, we have to break market structure back to bearish, where if we follow the 6 candle rule, price was trending up, making higher lows and higher highs. And then we had this break of structure right here. Okay. Now, I opened a tiny starter position on that break, but it wasn't really convincing yet because we also had demand below. But from there, we actually had a redistribution on the retest. So right here, we came back for supply, and coming in supply right here, we had a Model 2 distribution. It was actually an extended Model 2 distribution. Extremely nice. Is this the right chart? Oh no, right here. I was like, I'm tripping out. But it was that high. So a redistribution after breaking structure, confirming our high time frame distribution with the timing exactly on Monday open. Like, oh, an hour into Monday open, it's absolutely beautiful. Like it's picture perfect. So I am heavily short on Doge. Okay, average entry is right around here, and then I have my stop loss above the high, and then I am targeting the low because that's the target. Okay. That's simply the target of this trade. Now, I did say, like, even though that this is the target, I'm like, bruh, it's a bit riskier because you are trading a high time frame distribution. Like, this is an 18, if my screen can load. Okay, yeah, so we are trading an 18-hour distribution in market environments where, you know, for altcoins, higher prices are expected. So it's like, at the same time, why we still took it is because we are traders and we have our set of rules and confirmations, and all the confirmations were present. We talked about the potential of this Model 1 all the way back here, like all the way back here in like before even December. Like we talked about it. I think I talked about it here starting. And then we could have a potential Model 2, which was the case here, where price ended up reaccumulating for higher. So it wasn't going to be a Model 2. And now we got the Model 1. So all my confirmations were present. So even though there's still a chance it wouldn't work, the setup is too good to not take. A few will understand this, but I would rather want to lose money on this trade and be in it than see it not play out, but also not take part. Because if I don't enter this trade, even though all the confirmations are present, it just means I'm scared of losing. And if you're scared of losing money, you're never going to make money. So we are in this trade with correct risk management, and this could end up playing out because the return to zone is just disgustingly nice. Like, this range has been building up for 27 days, bro. And the way this has been building up is something that you guys can learn a lot from, with helping you also predict this cycle's macro top. Because while this range was creating itself, the normal people, or the retail traders, I would say, even though I'm also a retail trader, but the people that use retail concepts, I think they were talking about how price was like compressing here, and then we had this triangle breakout. Like I saw this on my socials a few times, just like this, where they were talking about that the target of this breakout is the previous swing point coming into it, and then you copy and paste that like that. So you have a lot of people talking about crazy targets breaking out of this range, and I'm gonna say a name. You have like that crypto whiz guy talking about how Doge is going to $1, and then specifically regarding this range, you know, Doge is ready to leave the station, quote unquote. Doge is ready to leave the station, and quote unquote, Doge is ready to break out. In my honest opinion, you can search it up. Like, these people have 150,000 to 200,000 views underneath each post. Okay. And they're talking about how this range is going to break towards the upside. There's more and more bullish news about Doge. Even Elon was making another post on X with like a Doge caption or whatsoever. So you're getting this range that ever since this range was created in the 12th of November, right, which is almost a month ago, the entire purpose of this range from the start was to be a distribution. And during a distribution, you're seeing bullish news after retail patterns with targets 100% away on a multi-billion-dollar market cap asset. And we're currently confirming a Model 1 distribution schematic where price can literally go down, and then from there we can go up again. It's not that the bull market is over for Doge. No, it's just probably gonna have a fast move down, recover, and go higher. But just stop the people out here on this 30% retracement. Like, because when I post this, I'm not saying it's over for Doge. I'm saying I'm expecting a pullback. That's it, you know? But they are going to do the exact same play when the macro cycle's top is going to be taking place. You will have a top where it's probably taking around 3 months to confirm a high time frame distribution that can push us down significantly. And in that, you will not just see retail people posting breakout patterns and, you know, high followed influencers posting about how, you know, we're going to go to higher targets. No, you will see the ultimate propaganda machines where news is actually going to get involved, talking about $1 million targets for Bitcoin. That is what's going to be getting turned on from a propaganda machine, literally, because everything is like this exact play on Doge. Extend the duration of the range and the size of the range by 3. So you have a 90-day distribution, which is also bigger in size, and also the influence of the news by 3. So instead of just Crypto Wiz and other 600K follow people, you're talking about news channels talking about Bitcoin. That's when you start seeing the topping signals, right? This is just more for a local pullback where something like this can happen. But I'm still bullish on Doge on the high time frame. But you can come down, you can recover, and then you can zoom out on the high time frame, and this was just a higher low for the higher high. It's as simple as that, right? So pay attention as to how this took place and as to what happened in the duration of the range from a TA standpoint and from a sentiment standpoint. And then that's going to help you. If you fully understand it, that's going to help you a lot with nailing this cycle as well.
And even if you go up right now, it's just not healthy, because then you're leaving the crazy liquidity ever behind where you will come back for. And that will not be funny when you go higher right now and you will come back for it later.
Yeah, you're gonna slice through that. But bro, it's this simple. And I'm putting a lot of focus right now on the psychology behind trading, especially in the server, because I see more and more people getting better at the TCT schematics because they're just absolutely grinding. So, you know, for me personally, my trading psychology was the hardest to master. And that surprised me a lot. Even guys, check this. Wait. Even though I have mastered my psychology, like you can always improve, but I have mastered it. I am still studying. I just got a new book. It's The Mental Game of Trading from Jared Tendler. I saw some high profile traders talk about this trading psychology book, so I'm gonna dive into this and nail it. But that's what I am doing. So every time that you're not working, I want you to think of a guy that's 20 years of age, who's already profitable, running a community that's still improving. I'm still looking for improvements. You're never perfect, right? So start studying. And I'm gonna leave a review on my socials about this book. But I'm very excited because there were great recommendations of this book. Step-by-step system for mastering trading psychology. And I'm gonna refer it to this trade. If I see this setup and I see this model 1 and I see this return to zone, I cannot not take the trade. I have to take the trade. It's like I have programmed my mind into not even letting doubt enter it, because I know I have a proven track record. I have data to back up this schematic. And that data has over an 80% win rate with over a 2 risk to reward. So the only job that I have left to do and that I need to do is take the trade. Maybe this one doesn't play out, but that's just that one trade that falls into that 20% of not playing out, right? And even if this doesn't play out after all, when you are trading, you don't have to be right all the time. You just have to be right for a moment in time, because our entry is way up here, exactly on that kind of like candle close. If we start closing high time frame candles below this low, I told the people on the Discord, if we start closing high time frame candles below that low, getting acceptance back inside the volume profile right here, because we're at the crucial point, then the stop loss gets drilled. The stop loss goes from here to here. And then voila, you have a risk-free trade on Doge that's up in major profits and can dump down 20% more. what else do you want? Because you also have a crypto portfolio. If this shit pumps, it probably means that the entire market pumps. You have like a risk-free hedge on your portfolio. And then you're winning. Once you have those things in place, you don't lose. Once you can be schlong, which means short and long at the same time, with stop losses that are de-risked and the trades in profit, you do not lose. You can only win. So I am just, if this plays out, it's, in my opinion, so far, my favorite play of the cycle. Just because it's Doge, you know?
Yeah, it's clean. I want a short XRP, man. Heavy.
Can you show me? Or
Oh no, not right now, but next time
just in general.
right. I have to put context around, guys. Next time I see on Twitter and on TikTok people calling for $1,000 XRP for multiple days, I will just open a short. I don't even look at the chart. It will just be a short with 2x leverage. Because that was crazy, man. Like, people were literally thinking that we would go to $1,000 XRP in 2 days. What the fuck? Like,
Mountain Man, 10 out of 10. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I didn't know you were done, but 10 out of 10 recommend to watch his lecture. Once you're done watching it and took notes, I recommend watching it again to get more of an understanding. Guys, he is referring to the TCT mentorship on my YouTube for free about lecture 1, which is regarding market structure. Let me pull up the when you watch that lecture, bro, your whole view is going to change. Let me go to my playlists. Boom. Lecture 1. I'm telling you guys, once you watch this lecture, because just with market structure, you can nail this cycle. You're not going to get the exact tipping points because you will need a distribution range for that, but you will still nail it. Can I? Shit's not loading. But watch this lecture. Mountain Man said it. Like, oh, here you can see some snippets. I literally showed you how to absolutely nail the previous cycle just by understanding market structure. Literally. Bro, every single thing is in here, bro. Like, I showed you how to nail the entire cycle and how to read the charts, because market structure shows you how the markets are flowing. Okay? It took me so much time to make all of this, and it's for free on my YouTube because I want you to win. That's it. That's it. So if you are that person, because I bet you that there are a few people watching who truly need change, who, like, they're stuck in this environment that they can't seem to escape. They don't have the funds to join any paid groups, paid services whatsoever. You can become profitable by studying this mentorship and then watching my post-trading analysis videos, and study, do it yourself, reflect back, watching it again, and do that over and over again, because there are hundreds of hours of practice material on my YouTube in my post-trading analysis video. So when you watch the mentorship and you practice my YouTube videos, it's all for free there. So if you truly want change, if you're truly, like, stuck in this place where that you can't seem to get out of, that you can't seem to escape, and you have no funds whatsoever, you can still make it this cycle by starting right now. I'm telling you, you can still make it. You can literally just skip the entire first pullback, the entire 50 to 60% correction on altcoins that will eventually come. Learn trading in the meantime, build up some capital, and then try and run it on the second wave, cash out properly, and buy back in. And in 2 years from now, you'll be laughing. Because in 2 years from now, if we have one more bull market, or like one more year of bull, and then we have a year of bear, which is typically the duration of a bear market, you can, in 2 years from now, buy back in at the lows with a consistent cash flow coming in from trading each week and nail the entire new cycle. It can happen like that. And if you don't do it, you're not sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? It is here. That's why I love having this mentorship. Oh, you don't have any funds or whatsoever? Study this. Study it. It's there for you to watch. This video is 2,600 people have already watched it, right? Over and over again. And the other ones have like 5,000 views. So if you want to make it, if you want to have a basic understanding, to me personally, if you pay for any other course, because I don't sell a course, we charge you for a service, which requires time, and time is money. I don't have a course, okay? If you pay for a course without having this checked first, you're throwing away money. Because maybe all your answers are in this course that's for free. That's just my honest opinion. It can be an amazing course, but if you pay for anything else from a course perspective without having just watched this mentorship first, you're making irrational decisions because everything is in here. Like, it's so high time frame, mid time frame, low time frame, bro. I was like Picasso explaining this, bro. I was like, it's all in here. Nailing how to nail the entire cycle. And this is just market structure. You only need a market structure to nail the previous cycle. You're only going to need market structure to nail this cycle. But when you combine that with ranges, supply and demand, liquidity, TCT schematics, advanced TCT schematics, and then risk management, that, guys, it has 650 views. A fourth of my average views on the mentorship. I'm like, that's up to them. I'm not going to bother me about that. It took me a month to make it. It took me a month. And the reason why it took me a month is, like, sometimes you're like so far ahead that you kind of forget why you do the things that you're doing. And then you have to go back to all the basics for people that have, like, don't know what you're doing. It was very hard. That's what I'm saying. If I were to name it this, it will get 10x the views. But I'm not going to do that. I will rather have, guys, I'm telling you right now. Am I getting roasted?
Dude, that whole course can be a 2-minute video. Guy, you need to study. More.
Did I just get roasted by the most intelligent man? What a username. Honestly, let's make a bet. If you can make that course in 2 minutes, I'll send you 100 grand. If you can send me a video, the video of 2 minutes where you explain that entire course in 2 minutes, I'll send you 100 grand. And you can clip it right now. I already made. Okay, send me the video.
Send me the
video.
Hey, let me go on this. Just basic Wyckoff distributions and accumulations. All right.
Send it. Okay, I'm gonna check it. Wait, we can check it on stream. He told me you send it. Where?
Like, search his name.
Send. Can you send it to me? Can you send the link to the video in my DM?
So, a lot of people wanna.
I'm extremely, like, we're gonna watch. I'm extremely curious right now. All these fucking agencies trying to promote you.
Bro, I'm getting upsell the whole time in DM. They are trying.
Hey, do you want to increase your following?
Hey, do you want to promote this project? No, I'm gonna short your project.
Is this the same guy? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, the other guy was called Chaos. I don't know if this is Chaos. But that was funny though. Like, that guy had humor. Like, if you look back, it was pretty funny.
What did that guy say again? I forgot. Like, he was
$100, please. But where is the video, brother? I'm gonna.
Let's continue the stream. This guy.
Yeah, no, but I was
Hey,
just.
you do your accumulations and distributions. We trade ours. Let's see at the end of the cycle who's chilling. We are
I
just chill
posted
guys.
like.
We're just a
Yes,
chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy, you know. Bro is begging for $100.
Bro, fees. Okay. We pay fees in $100. No, I'm joking. Okay. All right, let's continue.
I added
you to the stage. All right. So, guys, Peanut. Oh, no, I want to do one more thing about Trip. So I made a post on X about Trip. We were buying right here, and then I made a post right here, around here, that that we were up heavy, and just to show that we were 30 to 40% up. And then somebody in the comments were saying, he was saying in the comments, we are going down right now. But I think he was like on the 10-minute chart, and he was just looking at this price action. But guys, that's all. Also, you just need to understand how to trade, because on this chart, for example, we can come even back to this demand mitigation. That would be bullish to do this. So then you're downtrending from here to here, but that would complete the accumulation schematic. So make sure to always zoom out and learn your proper Wyckoff schematics. So someone in the chat, yeah, but Lars, you're also not gonna click on a link from the most intelligent man.
No. I know, bro.
Hey guys, for all the people in here, we don't click on links. Never click on links. When you are on Telegram, never use links with crypto wallets also, because you will get fished. Like, you will get scammed eventually. Never click on links.
Guys, I got scammed, guys.
Yeah, tell the story. Did you tell that story yet? It's fucked up.
I don't know if I ever told that story. It's like, so I had this, it's like, they play with my emotions, okay? It was a phishing scam. And I still had this one NFT that I paid way too much money for in the previous cycle. And that NFT was still on OpenSea listed. And I got this notification. I got this email that said someone took a bid on your NFT. Literally. Like, someone bidded or placed a bet on your NFT. And it was an email from OpenSea. And then I click on that email. The guys made an exact duplication of the website of the real OpenSea. And then I connected my MetaMask, drained. And then I checked the email of the OpenSea to truly see if it was OpenSea or not. And it was like a 123 ABC random ass Gmail. So yeah.
It's fucked up.
Don't click on links, connect wallets. I'm glad it was like with the I'm glad it was not with my fucking main MetaMask. Like, bro, I remember I lost like $4,000. But it was invested $4,000, you know? So it's unfortunate, but
yeah, like, guys, so I saw some questions about, let me know in the chat, what do we want to have charted? I will do 2 more charts.
Bro, bro, what do you want to have charted? Oh, they're gonna go crazy.
They want to go crazy. I can say, if you hold Pepper, just hold it. Don't sell it. It will go way higher. It has the most volume. It has the most volume on every exchange. It will go to 30 billion.
What's your honestly, I hate when people ask me this, but we have also never talked about. I've never talked about it to you. What do you think Pepper could hit?
No joke. I don't want to be the bullish guy right here, but I think 100 billion could be possible, because this is the Doge, the sheep of this cycle. This is it. This green monster. Like, look at him. He's just it.
But then what would you think that an Andy would do? Because an Andy could hit, bro. An Andy could easily make up 5 to 10% of the total market cap of the alpha.
Like for
Understand that
me,
you're talking
for
crazy
me,
numbers.
no. For me, we can talk about Andy hitting 1 billion plus if it gets like crazy exchange listings. Because right now, when I look at Dex Screener, the liquidity on Andy is 7 million. Bro, if one wallet that holds 1% supply full clips his bag, Andy dumps 50%. So firstly, I want tier one listings because they buy like 5% of the supply. And then we are chilling. Then we can talk about higher numbers. But right now, we just cannot talk about it.
Yeah.
It needs time. Like it needs listings.
But don't you think it's time for Andy to get listings? We're at 300 mil market cap.
Yeah, it
Like
should. It
like
has some listings. But like Punk is
Ponke
getting.
got listings. There's so many coins that have gotten listings that are even sometimes smaller in size.
Yeah, like we need to make a plan with all the Andy family to just shill our coins on below Binance and shit.
Because at least a Q coin, you know? Does it have a Q coin?
KuCoin is also not good. No, we don't have KuCoin yet. Like you want Binance, Bybit. Kijk, look, Bybit, you don't want the perpetual listing. You want the spot listing. Like spot listings, for spot listing, like the exchange needs to buy like percentage of the supply. And then the supply is in the hands of someone that is not selling. That's only used for liquidity.
Yeah.
Do you want to go over this comment?
Saying no, I just wanted the people to show how valuable it is. Study. But damn. Because you are that conservative type of guy. So if you said potentially 100 bill, that gets me fired the fuck up.
But look what this shit is doing. Like accumulation, reaccumulation, and it's now at all-time highs, pushing through it while Bitcoin is just not it at the moment. And this shit is just it. Like right now. It will like what do you think?
Like if what do I think? It's like if normally someone comes to me and says I have this good project and I trust his word, but it's 10 billion market cap in size, I would say you're looking at a 5x. That's what I would say. You know.
Our friend is also started with shilling this green monster. Like, what are you doing, my friend? Like,
wait, is that Elon?
This is the big guy.
Is Elon posting Pepe right now?
Yeah, he's
bro.
Yeah. Bro.
Yo,
this guy got some game. He got some game. He will show this.
Top G Elon, bro. There's something about that guy that's off that's like we don't know about. It's impossible for a human to run 6 big businesses of that size while being a top tier gaming player in this certain game while having like 12 kids. Like there's something while also running fucking besides the president doing like the government of efficiency.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe he's just clipping coffee the whole day. Could also be.
I don't know, but there must be something, bro. There must be something. He might be an alien.
For sure, bro. I don't know, man. He keeps working.
Yeah.
I like
Build.
it.
Yeah, I like it too. Like when we talk about build different, you got a real life example right there.
Yeah, and guys, with the 100 billion target, that's just possible in my opinion if we like end cycle. Because Pepe right now is just the main meme coin. It's getting used a lot. It has the most volume, so it's attracted to whales to scale in because they can clip few million in with ease. Like if they clip a few million in right now on Andy Andy will pump 50%. So that's not. Yeah, like let's see what we're gonna hit. But if you would put a number on Pepe, what would you say? Like I would say 45 billion. That's for
Minimum.
sure. Minimum.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
So people were asking for Mock. Mock is at all-time highs right now. You're not gonna buy. Like you're gonna buy if you get the pullback here, if you want to buy. But also this is not a good buy because in that moment you would be down 43%. I like to buy between 50% pullbacks and 70. So yeah, if you are invested in Mock, the chart is looking good. Is this a place where you could, for example, shave off 20%? Yes. Maybe you have a reaccumulation here. But guys, these are scary ranges to play because, yeah, you just pumped like 40%. And then the first accumulation, it's dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
What do you think about Brett, part of the boys club? Yeah, so a lot of people, when I post about Brett on ETH, they are hating because it's not part of the boys club. But guys, Brett is part of the boys club, and you have Brett on base and you have Brett on ETH. You have the difference. Like Brett on base is not moving when Andy is moving. No, Brett on ETH is correlated to Andy, so they move together. But like people like Andy Wills and Wolf Wills, they just don't have a position in Brett on ETH, so they don't want to show it. For example, I do not have a position in Wolf on ETH, being honest. But is it a good project? Yes. Will I show it? Yes, if the chart looks good. If I see a distribution on Wolf on ETH, I will put a hammer on that chart. So it just, yeah, like it doesn't matter how, if the chart is looking good, I will just post it.
This is pretty interesting.
What's the ticker?
Yeah.
So, bro,
it's pretty clean. But like, what's the time frame? Oh, daily. Like people underestimate that shit is a good investment. Like how much did that come up from that accumulation at the bottom?
Bro, what?
I know.
No,
you know who I saw talk about that back in the day? That Elio Trades guy from Superverse. He was talking about Coinbase stock. I says like what he did, which can actually be very good adjustments we can make for in the future. What he did was whenever he thought the market was going to correct, he took some profits and he skilled it into like Coinbase stock. Such clean play, bro.
Why do you have like an accumulate? Nah.
Maybe we should become stock traders.
Yeah, but this is like also people were hating that some big Twitter influencers were investing in crypto mining stocks, crypto related stocks. But guys, they run hard and there's liquidity to scale in. Like on these small coins, you cannot scale in. Like if you had bought MicroStrategy, what's the ticker of that?
MSTR.
Bro, that shit.
Bro.
Like, look at this volume, Lars. Bro, increasing volume while making... Yeah, this is crazy, man. It will have a pullback, but like... That Michael Saylor...
But like that guy... Yeah. I think the liquidation of that guy could be the potential bottom in the bear market. Like he's adding so much. Yeah. He's adding so much Bitcoin still at these prices, moving up his liquidation price. I'm like, brother, what are you doing?
But like he's marketing. I think like the whole Michael Saylor is just marketing from the elites to push Bitcoin. But I don't want to go into that deep of shit. Like him clipping at all-time highs. Why? Like he's not stupid.
Why?
It's just all marketing. Like in my opinion,
Yeah.
at the top, like at the end of 2025, he might be clipping like a few billion, and that will be the top. Like to promote, like it's the next thing.
Talk about the Wolf Bank with 7 mil in it and what this can do for the future. Like I can give my thoughts on it, and then I think you know more about it than me. But like when you have a cash position for a quote unquote company, like look at it from a business perspective, and you just have right now 7 million cash sitting in it. You know how good your business, you know how good businesses run if you're always liquid and you have cash ready. Cash is very important for the sustainability of your business. If you don't have cash, how are you gonna make moves in the market, right? Same applies for crypto. If your project has 7 million cash right now for the project, my G, you know how much you can do with 7 million? Like right now, there are not even any paid calls. Like there are not even any paid influencers whatsoever. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It's truly community run and driven, which is so impressive. It's so impressive, bro. And also, you know, I tend to think I can read people decently, and even though I've never seen his face, the way he handled this project so far, and I'm talking about Keck right here, is very impressive because he sniped almost everything in the beginning of this project and did it fair and square, right? So like he could have sold everything and already walk away with life-changing money and be done for it, and he's still in it, which is crazy. But bro, think about in times of stress, even in times of, you know, FUD or fear, you know how much you can even save price with 7 mil at the moment, 7 mil in liquidity. It's I don't know a project with 7 mil cash right now in Wolf size just for the project.
Yeah, the only thing with the bank is like the USDT worth is like in most
In Wolf.
of it is in Wolf. Like so they need to create selling pressure if they want to use something, but it is good that like 20% of the supply is in the Wolf bank. I don't know the exact number, but that keeps like no one can get that supply, so that's good. But yeah, I'm in Dubai right now, so I've talked to some people that know, for example, how much a Binance listing costs you, how much a Bybit listing is costing you. Binance is actually free, but you need to have the connections. But the Bybit is, for example, 500k USDT. So for Wolf, that is just a piece of the cake. It's nothing special. So that's amazing.
Less than 10%, bro.
Yeah.
But don't you think they should have already done that? Don't you think they should have done? Don't you think they should have paid for a listing when we were reaccumulating?
No, they're smart. Like you want to, like the only thing that was a little bit weird what they were doing like was not grabbing this liquidity. Like it was like a trend line right there. I would have
every single range has been like that. Every single range. It's crazy.
That's fine. Or it is super bullish, or you think, yeah, nah, you can say it's bullish if it's also right here.
It's kind of like you can say it's kind of like SMT with Andy. You know, you have Andy and Wolf, and then you also have Bitcoin ETH. Because ETH does the same thing with Bitcoin, right? ETH also never grabs that low. So you have SMT with Bitcoin ETH, and you have SMT with Andy Wolf, because the charts are similar. Like you use SMT on similar charts, right? So that could be a thing, and it has been a thing so far. So study going long on divergences between Andy and Wolf.
Bro, that would work. Fuck. That work,
works,
man.
Bro. That works. Right.
Interesting to see if Wolf can overtake Andy.
Bro, it's possible. With the way. Can you put up Wolf against Andy and see that chart? Oh,
this is dangerous. This this could be huh? Let's do daily. Yeah, like
If that breaks out,
we can put a range with the deviation. Like this is like a weekly range or some sort.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah. So weekly close above this thing, and yeah, on the pullback you want all to switch all your Andy and Wolf. No joking, but no, but close above this, and yeah, Wolf could perform way better than Andy. But yeah, time will tell. This chart is oh, you just missed it here. You keep missing like the obvious zones.
Yeah.
So what are the people saying?
Michael Saylor's average buy price is around 60 grand. You know how that's gone in the bear market, bro.
Bro, I saw a trader that I'm highly respecting. So I didn't do my research yet, which levels I like for the next bear market. Of course, I know you will have like around an 80% drop, but he is talking about a 26,000 Bitcoin. Bro, if that happens,
I know.
I will be scooping up the dip. Like, it's not,
guys, I'm telling you, give me the world's biggest security crash. I'm telling you, give me the world's biggest tech security crash there is. Bitcoin dumping down like crazy because there's gonna be an error and like technology isn't gonna be. Give me like the biggest fear there is. Because when if Bitcoin hits 26 grand, I will not own anything but Bitcoin. Like, bro, I will not own anything but Bitcoin. I will sell Wyckoff Insider. I will sell him.
Well, I will sell your kidney, and I'm not even joking. Bro, legendary. 26,000. Imagine, like, I'm not gonna talk numbers, but if you can shove like, I'm not gonna talk numbers, but bro, 26,000 for Bitcoin. Imagine if you just can buy 100 Bitcoin.
But we have support at 26. Like, we have a crazy support level there.
Is that the weekly order block?
It's now, but so we have. You can see my chart, right? What would that even be for me? Like that falls in the range, bro. This drawing is lining up. But like, obviously, we have this point, we have this POI from the start of that. But I'm not gonna say exactly what little secret thing we have here. But I would say this is definitely a little level to watch. It's even in combination with this. There's definitely some juicy support there.
Bro, can we finally go for that weekly fucking order block? Like below that. Bro.
Yeah, that messed me up, bro.
Bro, that shit was nasty. Like the weekly SFP. Bro, we were in Spain, right?
Yeah, we were in Spain. We were in Spain when, like, what people sometimes ask me were like, why I have so much conviction in certain blocks. If a block is truly in this decisional point on the chart where you're either going to fully reverse back down or you're going to break out, like it's truly at that point where it has to make a decision, and then you get an aggressive decision, the block it leaves after making that decision, I can kind of call like a decisional block. And those are just so strong. Like, we were in shambles here, okay? Because we SFP'd our range high, our bear market range, okay? Completing that PO3 we were talking about for a long time. If you SFP it and you break your structure back to bearish, if you watch the mentorship, you can have a rotation back down. And this was in March 2023. Like, FUD was still at all-time highs here. People were still thinking that we're going to go to 10 grand. And then we were losing and we were breaking this market structure so aggressively. Bro, I was like, there's no way. Like, we're actually gonna go down, you know? But there was one thing that could save us. One thing could save us. And that is if this break of structure on like the 2-day and the 3-day turned into an SFP on the higher time frame. And then we SFP'd it on the weekly market structure. Look at that wick. And that's when we left this order block behind. Like, it was the biggest V-shaped recovery I have seen. Like, it was perfection. We came down leaving liquidity and we broke it so aggressively and boom, V-shaped recovery, bull market is in full effect. Because that break, okay, that break brought us back inside this PO3 range right here. That break brought us back in that PO3 range where this was the range. This was the manipulation. And then this was the expansion. So literally, in my opinion, that block right there started the true bull run. It started it. It was in that decisional point that we're like, yep, bull market time. And then we consolidated.
Yeah. But how are we gonna call that block? Like, this is not a market maker block. This is more than that.
This is bro. I don't know.
Let me think. By the way, guys,
a bull market block, a
Bull
BB
study.
block,
a BB block. Oh,
a bull market block. Like, this is if we ever come down here, like you can just have limits there. But I don't think we're gonna visit that. Like, that's too juicy for everyone, you know.
So we have 2,700 viewer guys. Like button time. Guys, study the like button. Still sipping on that coffee.
Bro, I had 2. I'm all fired up. I have legs. I have to train legs in a minute. Monday is leg day.
I will go for a run. Like, study.
Ooh,
Crazy. Showtime.
I like this drawing more and more.
It will have. I think because are we really gonna go to 200? But this is the super cycle. This is it, Lars. This is a super cycle.
I just don't understand.
Oh.
I just don't understand how people can be like, if it happens, I'm so happy because then we all make more money, right? I just don't understand how you can truly believe in the super cycle if there has been a narrative for a super cycle each cycle and it has always stayed a normal cycle. You know?
Data-wise, you cannot say it right now, but like with the whole narrative that Bitcoin literally is gonna save the debt of America, so they really start full clipping in, then Bitcoin can go up crazy amounts, but your meme coin will get worked either way. So
your shitcoin still goes to 0.
Like, Andy will not stay above 1 billion when the bear market comes. It will go back to 40 million, 20 million or something like that.
So, like, I am not that guy I am not the best person to talk about fundamentals of political changes and political rules that can cause Bitcoin to go higher in valuation because of blah, 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 blah. I'm truly a TA guy, right? So I am so open to hearing your guys' suggestions. Like, you have to realize, in my opinion, what do you call that? A thing that a lot of successful people have, and that of people that I know, is that they're always open-minded. They always are down to hear your opinion, to just see, because they know that there is a possibility that you're saying something extremely incredible that I just don't know. I don't claim to know everything. I barely know. Like, I just master the charts. And I love to learn more about fundamental changes that can cause the value to go absolutely insane, right? So you guys can always DM me and message me privately with like visions that you have of changes that can cause this cycle to actually be different. I'm not a closed book or closed-minded. I'm always open for discussions and all that stuff. But you have to come with data. I cannot listen to you if you don't have something to back up what you're saying. For example, this is a perfect example. If you, for example, right now have the ETF and you are telling me because of the ETF, everything is changing, how do you know? Is there a comparable asset class that got an ETF and then their entire cycle history changed? Because people sent me gold and that gold got an ETF, but gold never had a proper cycle theory coming into the ETF. So can we really compare it? It just went up a lot. So we can say it can go up higher, but to change the true course of what it has always done, very hard for me to believe, right? But if you guys, because I just know there are 2,800 people. I know there are people listening right now that know more about me, fundamentally speaking. Okay? So if you're down, I'm always willing to have a chat. You can message me privately and tell me why you are convinced we're going higher, right? I'm curious about your guys' opinion.
So, yeah, and you have to be aware, gold also did go into a 10-year reaccumulation range after the ETF. So an
you know what?
ETF
Can you pull up the gold chart? Because so listen. Can you go back to? Can you zoom in on that macro range that you're seeing? Like it's way lower. No, not that. Yeah, that. Like that range. Can you pull that Model 1 accumulation that you're... Yeah. So I pulled that Model 1 accumulation, which is textbook. That return to zone? What is that? Oh. I was like, yo, is that trading view? But that wasn't trading view. But that was a textbook Wyckoff accumulation Model 1 schematic with an amazing return to zone, which is just something that we add, right? But someone asked me, would a market maker... someone said this. So you're telling me a market maker waited 10 years for an accumulation, you know? And I was like, well, you shouldn't particularly think of a guy waiting 10 years for deviations to play out, right? Because that would indeed seem like not reasonable. You know, it was like, why would he wait 10 years to reaccumulate price? It's more the factors that drive gold or that drive the price of gold outside of just gold trading. There are so many factors that drive the price of gold up or down. Like when you have wars, when you have changes in currencies and all that stuff, with minerals rising as well and taking over, scarcity getting more important because of inflation, you know, all that stuff. That also drives the price of gold. And the prices of all those assets, mostly in the market, also get run by algorithms. And then over a long period of time, the ratio between buys and sells will change and something turns into oversold, which is something Wyckoff Insider also posts oftentimes as a screenshot on his channel, where you can see the curve going from overbought to oversold. And that just takes a long time, right? So that 10-year period of time is 10 years of multiple factors happening where gold goes from overbought to oversold and starts to accumulate. And that just takes a long time. But it's not just that one guy is like, you know what? I'm just going to spend 10 years of my life taking care of two deviations.
Yeah, and guys, remember, the market maker, like the big guys, the BlackRock, the Vanguard, they have time. They don't care about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No, they are gray and old, and they don't care. Like, they will wait. They will scale in slowly with the algorithms. They don't care. They are laying on the beach with a coconut and having an AI algorithm running this shit, and he's making these models.
Yeah.
They have time. Yeah. They have time.
So it's like you can look, right? I don't know. Do you know which date the ETF came out? I think it was 2008. Like after that crash, you know, after the economic crash.
I have to say I don't know. I think 2000 it was.
No, it was coming into that pump. That's for sure. Let me search it up, or maybe someone in the chat is already saying.
Mm-mm.
2007. Yeah, right before it actually.
2007. Oh yeah. But like guys, like
Pushing out of that accumulation range,
yeah, but
sending
like
it way
Lord was
higher.
saying, like gold, it was just on Earth, you know, and it had history before like those AI algorithms came into the game. And Bitcoin, it was created to save, like Bitcoin was created after 2008, after the shit went crazy and America was in crazy debt to save the world. So, and you have the 4 year cycles. Every time when America starts super printing, you have your after halving year, coincidence, right? So it's
Should
just
we?
different.
I think you know who I think knows a lot about this because I heard Donnie talk about this.
Yeah, he knows a lot about it.
Loki, we should get Donnie on stream once to try and convince me that this cycle is different. Because I like Donnie, but I don't agree with his targets. You know, I want his targets to play out. Because then I'm walking away and I'm then like we're not even gonna talk about that.
With his targets, like the only thing that I think is not good, like your meme coins, they cannot go up forever, so they will get rocked. So then we can talk
No.
about Bitcoin targets, and people think Bitcoin up, meme coin up, but no, meme coin rug pull, Bitcoin can go up, in my opinion.
Like, yeah, because you have to realize there's so many people in the space that are up so much money that they are not used to. So if that money becomes a target, which is like unfathomable for them, is like, you think they're gonna hold for even more? They're already up a lot. Why would they hold for more? There are multiple people. There are so many new millionaires this cycle, guys.
Hey Lars, do you see which chart this is?
Yeah, and then you shouldn't. You're blessing them with the MEXC chart. If you start charting Bybit, breath.
Should I put this shit to here or not?
No, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't put
Who is holding Caspa in the chat? Let me know first, and then I will decide if I put. Oh, shit! It's wait a second. Wait a second. Huh? No. Oh, no, joking. Can't wait. Can't wait until Wyckoff Insider posts a picture with a coconut on the beach, bro.
Yeah.
I will clip a coconut on the beach for sure soon.
Like what I think with Caspa is that, you know, because technically speaking, the distribution is still going if you use the range prior to your range starting point. But what I think is that move down already did its job, and it just swept a lot of liquidity. Right now, we're coming into extreme supply. You're coming down, probably a tiny rejection from it, and then you are going to break out just because of the environment of the cycle. But the chart, in my opinion, is not good. Like, that's just like, I would never invest in a project that has this chart. And Mr. No Way Jose, what a name, Mr. No Way Jose, he's also saying, why hold Caspa when you can hold memes? Like, Caspa is like, what's the market cap of Caspa? Like a few bill? I don't know exactly, but it is higher up in size.
But the tech is good.
Yeah, but bro, yeah.
Joking.
I fell for that trap a long time ago. Never again, bro.
Bro, just meme coins. The utility of a meme coin is better. Study.
I was literally gonna say the same. A meme has more utility than most utility coins. Trust me.
Yeah, and guys, like how Caspa was getting shielded in this whole zone. That is all the supply you need to work through right now because people are in losses. So we are coming back. They sell because they are break even. We go down. a lot of people again break even, they sell, again break even, they sell. So no one wants to invest in Casper right now. Like the only way how this chart can become look bullish, in my opinion, is if you start closing above this whole range, and this is just your new demand for higher. But right now, it's not good.
Like, if you ask me a Caspa chart, if we broke out and we're backtesting this range, then I'll be bullish. Now I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Donnie said 140K Bitcoin in March. Is that crazy? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because you have to realize
130 can.
Yeah, well, look at my. Let's pull up the drawing.
You have the crazy flips on the chart, like the negative flip.
So we can estimate if we start to pull back here, we can estimate where that fib might be, right? That fib is right here, but I would also like to use a negative 0.5. So if we start to pull back here, the negative fib, like the golden pocket of the negative fibs, it starts at 139. Okay, so that's definitely a very impressive level to be watching, and that's maybe also where we can get a crazy buy to sell coming into it. Like if you just look at the drawing I currently have, I kind of look at it from this range perspective. It's like maybe, it's all a bit more extended, and then you have a bigger, manipulation coming into it before reversing back down. It's all possible. This is just a generalized idea of what the markets could do and something that I would really love to happen. But 140K, it's for me a bit too high. Because I am also expecting another run up that goes into that distribution range. But like what I've drawn here was 110. He would then say that this run up is going to go to 140, and from there we distribute, which is something I would also love, but it's just higher prices. It's I like this, man. I like this. I need to save that. Boom.
I just want this distribution you have on your chart. Like
it's gonna be so easy, bro. It would be crazy.
It's gonna be the biggest position ever. Public position.
Bro, we're gonna be like guys, I want you to clip this. I don't care whatever distribution we get thrown at us. If it's a PO3, if it's an extended distribution model, if it's a simple distribution model, if it's exhaustion followed by a PO3, I don't care. I will be short 1 to 2K away max from the exact all-time high in $1 million position together with Wyckoff Insider, and we'll be live streaming that position. That's my sole purpose this cycle. Just because I longed 68,500 last cycle. So we're going to look at the numbers last cycle because I was trading on Bybit inverse. So we're on the exact correct chart. Let's check where 68,500 was on the chart. Let's fill in 68,500.
What? You long the top? Let me check. Study.
I will get my revenge. Okay? I will get my revenge. I'm telling you. Man to man. You do not worry about shorting the top. I'll take care. I'll take care of that for all of you. Okay? It's written in the stars. This cycle, I don't care how much money I make this cycle. If I don't have a short from the exact all-time high as close as my previous long, let's measure. Let's measure. How far away was I? We're going to use those exact measurements right now. Select bar. How far away was I?
Not good, man.
If I don't short the all-time high of Bitcoin with less than a 1% margin, I failed. Study, guys. Study. You know what's even funnier? You know what's funnier, Mr. Wyckoff Insider? Like Roger, like our guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Code Roger up front. Protein coffee, guys. Absolutely love it. He sent me on November, exactly this date, the exact date of the all-time high, a text message about how bullish Bitcoin was.
Oh. Study. Oh,
I was like,
not good.
yeah, uh-huh. And you know what's even worse? Guys, you know what's even worse? I was in high school in my math B class. Because this right here, it was at 3 p.m. I entered around 3 p.m. Does that line up? Yeah. I entered around here. And that was literally in the morning during my math class in school. Study. I was in school. Okay? Math. And I was like, my alert went off. New all-time high. I was like, oh no. Boom. 10K position. Liquidate it.
Bro. So some big guys fill some good shorts because of you.
Yeah.
Not good, man.
And that's what's gonna happen again, you know? It's literally gonna happen again.
You were not trading with the market makers.
I was trading for the market makers, bro.
Oh shit. Not good.
Oh. Absolutely love it. You know, but that's guys. That's the price you have to pay to enter these markets. It's like an entrance fee. You have to mess up. But then the people that stick around and are willing to put their ego aside and learn, those are the people that, you know, reap the rewards. A lot of people pay the entrance fee without ever getting any rewards. So that's it.
Study still doing 10 hours plus a day. Like, it works, guys. It will work with everything you do. Even if you're, like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you do it for 10 hours a day for a long time, it works.
Study that short. Let me check. Study.
Which one? The Doge one.
Yeah.
I'm also in that within a small position.
Such a capper, bro. Small position. Hey, I enter with Yo, guys, you don't understand how funny it is when this guy just messages me privately and it's like, yeah, I enter with a small position.
Bro.
That's just a fucking market maker position, bro.
Bro, I'm just a market. People don't understand. I'm a market maker. Like,
But you're genuinely a market maker on certain projects, bro. You have to be careful with that.
Bro, I have to be careful.
Yeah.
But I'm a community guy. I will never impact the chart, like just slowly scaling out But bro, this shit looks so clean. Like
especially
your chart.
I was talking about, it's this topping formation I always talk about, right? Where you have the 1, you have the 2, you have the 3, the bars patterns. Like, the more aggressive this candle closes, like, you can, whenever you have this, you expect the 4th candle to have if it has a pullback, to be the lower high for the lower low aggressively. So I wanted today to confirm bearish, and we're currently completing that expectation. So I love to see it. I love to see it.
But hey, Bitcoin is going down. Is the bull market over? Do I cash out now? What do I do?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, cash out. I'm gonna start telling my friends that cash out. It's over.
Bro, the FOMO it's gonna get so crazy, Lars. I think we don't even understand what's gonna happen.
No,
Like
we don't.
this, just nothing happened. Like nothing happened yet.
Someone asked this chart.
Bro,
I don't know what I have on this.
this shit's going to zero. What's it doing, man?
Oh, we had I was talking about this accumulation model, and that hit its target. And now we're coming down. So I don't have that much to say, brother, but this accumulation completed itself. So if it's bullish, it should probably take that low and start a new one with a 1, a 2, and a 3. But right now, not that much to say. Like, you had an accumulation model right here. You had the 1, you had the 2, you had the 3, where the third tab had its own model, but the target was met right here. Range high. And you deviated that. Yeah, you needed to see this happen, right? But it's not particularly this project's fault. It's the fact that Sol is also coming down, and it's on the Sol chain.
And what do you think about Sol? Like I
Bro,
see that
I was in the long. I was in the beautiful long from here. I took profit here, but I was hoping we could reach a new all-time high, but it kind of turned into like a distribution. So I don't know, man. That was the demand to bounce from. Like, there was no reason to go lower from a demand perspective. There's only reasons to go lower now for a liquidity perspective, but that's the liquidity right here. So I honestly don't know.
What do you think about that S to D flip level? Like the big one.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's crazy. Like, I don't see it going lower than that. I wasn't expecting to go there. That was it more. Like, you know what we talked about, right? Like, I didn't want to say it, but we're still in this.
Bro, study nasty. Study nasty.
Like,
eyes.
this is this is not good. Whenever you have a topping structure like this, you know how I just told you guys to be careful when you pump out of a range aggressively? Well, I haven't posted it yet because like I wasn't convinced that it was gonna happen, but like, you have this crazy topping structure, you pump into the manipulation phase that swept the all-time high. Like, this is pretty nasty. I'm still not saying this is gonna happen. I'm saying that it meets the requirements, but it could also Wyckoff Insider said, you have supply here that turned into very strong demand. Well, something I consider market maker demand, because it's the only demand backed by this accumulation model too, that could hold price up if we do start making our way down there for the higher low, for the higher high. But the way that this top is forming on the 2-week, it's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Yeah. But like, we have a 3-day demand chain here. So I was hoping this could have, was it a 3-day? Yeah.
Bro,
yeah, here.
If you start losing that one,
I don't think you're gonna go here. Right? But I hope we came here during this range, but we never did. But I don't think this is gonna happen. Like, this is a strong level. It's also a breaker, right? It's also a breaker. So we could use some fib confluence as well. Kind of get some even crazier POIs. Like, there's a lot of support here. Like, even an order block, right? So like, this area is packed, absolutely packed. But it is very typical for a PO3 to come down, bounce off the demand, and then liquidate it. That's like, that's very typical. Bounce off the demand, people long the higher low, liquidate it. So I don't know. All I'm saying, what I can tell you is we're gonna I'm gonna look for longs on new ranges formed in here. Okay, so if you want an in-depth explanation as to what I will be looking at for Sol, I'll be looking for a high time frame model 1, where this is still a potential model 1 accumulation schematic, where you just had a 1 tap, a 2 tap, and we're going to turn this into a 3 tap, totally ignoring that topping structure on the 2 week and just recovering from here, something like this. I'll still look for that. If we lose this aggressively, I will look for low time frame shorts on the back test to take all this liquidity out, and I'll be looking for swing longs in here. And then we're going to wait for confirmations. And if we don't get that, or if we get the bounce from here, but I'm seeing a major distribution on the retest, then I'll also look for shorts to take way lower. But that's just preparing for every single scenario. The first scenario is looking for a potential model 1 in this current area, or an even more extended model 2 right here.
Bro, if that happens, Sol will go so high if it accumulates right here, right now. Bro.
Because how we were coming down is nice. Like, you're leaving all these lower highs intact, like lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So, you know, I'm going to still watch this range. But if we start losing this range, I am not expecting a bounce. Maybe in this tiny area here, but definitely not until 192. Oh, Doge. Oh, Doge.
Bro. Give me that
and
range
this is something I have been talking about a lot. Like a lot. It's what you normally do is you look at Bitcoin, right? And then if Bitcoin is bearish, you can expect your altcoins to drop with Bitcoin. But sometimes, and I said this ever since that massive XRP short, that your majors, so when I talk about majors, I talk about altcoins that have extremely high volume. So you have Pepe, ETH, Doge, XRP. And it's like, sometimes Bitcoin is pretty neutral, but you have Doge or XRP or Pepe showing major signs of weakness. And then you can actually say that because Doge is looking so weak, Bitcoin will reject. Because you're expecting, because of all the confirmations, a rejection on Doge. But the rejection on Doge is only going to happen if Bitcoin goes down. So instead of looking at Bitcoin and then expecting the move on Doge, you look at Doge and you expect the move on Bitcoin. And this will only work on high volume projects, okay? But like in this case, we're talking about a potential third drop on Doge. You think that's going to happen when Bitcoin moves up? No way, right? That's why I also said that I was expecting Bitcoin to go down because Doge was looking so bearish. And Doge is only going to get completed if the entire market corrects. But, bro, we have been going for 2 hours and 13 minutes. I have to head to the gym before it closes. I don't know if you have something else to say, but we've been going for a long time. We have 3,230 viewers. It's crazy.
Study the like button, guys.
You got some more words, or should I do a little outro?
You do you. Oh, not good. I'm not. You do.
It was like as if you just searched how to say that, you know.
Oh,
guys. Okay, let me get ready for this outro. First of all, I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Okay, like we try to provide as much quality information and unbiased information as we can do, but also you guys joining, commenting, liking, and just supporting. It makes everything so much more fun. Like Wyckoff Insider says it all. The TCT community will be the biggest community there is going to be. I am telling you right now, you've stumbled across 2 accounts, which will be the biggest accounts coming in the future. Because I do believe there's a shift into all the FOMO posts and the uneducating posts slowly dying off, and people start loving educational content and more valuable content more and more, instead of just posting higher on a micro cap, like massive influencers do that get paid to promote those tokens. So in my opinion, and we're going to prove it in the future when we're way bigger than we currently are, we're like live. The TCT trading community is currently live for less than 60 days, and we have over 1,000 members. And there are a lot of people in the space, and there are a lot of ways that you can fake your performances in the space. You can post fake P&L shots. You can fake your win rates, your account performances. But something that you cannot fake, okay, is growing a community. Because your community will not grow if people join and they get no value out of it. The fact that there are 1,000 people joining with over 400 premium members with literally a retention rate like over 90%, that says a lot about the value that we provide in the server, because those people will not be staying if you do not provide any value. So that's something that can't be faked. And we've been growing extremely quick. And it's amazing to see, because more and more people are willing to not only learn, but to take accountability for their own performance. We help you win. We provide trading setups, but we are no signal providers. We want you to be able to shut off social media, go with your computer where there is internet on a random island, and just make money on your own if you wanted to, where eventually the community just becomes a place where you can hang out with your bros and keep each other accountable and strive for, perfection and grind together. Because guys, we are trading, like Wyckoff Insider said, against institutionals, like institutions with hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars. And do you think that those guys don't have connections with each other? You think Vanguard and BlackRock are just not talking to each other about the next moves? They're in a group that we don't know about, but I'm telling you, that group is there. I know that there are current groups of massive social media influencers in the crypto space that talk to each other. They're all connected about what to do next. So if they do it, it happens on an even higher level as well. So what do you think is going to be better for you if you want to win? Try and figure everything out on your own? Do it yourself? Or be in a trustworthy, transparent group where we all strive to be better, have eyes on the chart in multiple directions? There are so many times that a lot of great, more advanced TCT students post setups that I take, because I don't watch those pairs, but the setup is incredible. So you basically have eyes on the chart everywhere, because people post setups all the time on different assets, and they're becoming better and better, and I love to see it. They help me keep me accountable to be there at the exact same time every single day. Like, I provide value to you guys, but what you do to me is not only by being there, it becomes more fun. You guys also make me a better teacher and a better trader by having to explain it to you. And I think I can speak for Wyckoff Insider himself, because I watch his live streams sometimes and he's fucking enjoying it. I know it. I can tell it. Okay? So the vibes are great. We are learning a lot. Everyone is there to help each other. Truly, sometimes when I don't reply to someone because I'm very busy, I already see 3 other replies of people trying to help that person. Truly, no question is dumb in the server. No question. We're all kind. We're all generous. We all want each other to win. And in my opinion, I don't know another trading group that purely from a trading standpoint has had a better performance than us the past month. Because I pulled out back-to-back 20 and 15, not back-to-back, a 20% week, over 5% week, and then a 15% week. Like, come on now. And that's just my trading performance. You have Wyckoff Insider and his investment plays, rotation plays, helping you with portfolio management. This guy replied to bro, how many people did you reply to about their portfolio and how they could improve it?
Bro, there was a moment in time, there were 100 personal messages open, and I was just 6 hours straight after each other, replying with them with 5 minutes of voice messages each. Because yeah, it takes some time, but yeah, we do it, and yeah, lovely to see the performance of other people.
Yeah. So guys, we want you to win. We want all of you to succeed. I don't want you to go through the same thing that we had to go through. Like, I can just say 4 letters and Wyckoff Insider is getting a trauma. R is R.
Bro, my revenge trade on Dash, bro. I was short that shit. No, but the position is not even funny. Like, I lost
Like-
5 years of my life because of that coin.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So guys, we are here to help you. We tried to keep it affordable for everyone. We had that massive Black Friday deal. That's unfortunately over, but the community is growing extremely quick. And you know, if you have doubts about needing to join the group whatsoever, you can always try it out. You can start. I always tell everyone, guys, I'm telling you, I get so many messages of people saying that they don't have money to afford the group, or they do, but they will have a little money left for the for their crypto portfolio. I always tell every single one of them, do not join the group right now. Start with putting in the work with the stuff that's on my YouTube for free, with the TCT mentorship, my post trading analysis videos. That way you can pick up already the TCT schematics, and you can benefit even more from the server when I post the setups, because you understand the setups better. And that's if you don't have the capabilities right now to join the group. But in all honesty, if you go to the gym every month, that membership is the exact same. Because personally, I pay $60 a month for my gym membership. And you can get us for $49.99 on the annual base subscription, or $59.99. So guys, I would love to see all of you in the group. The live streams are getting so packed, bro. Like, they're getting so packed. It's our goal was to get 100 people before the end of the year. We're at 1,000 plus, bro. Like, it's absolutely insane. I love to see it. I'm going to do my best to provide as much value as I can to keep on nailing it every single week, because the fact that you guys put your trust in us is something I will not take slightly. I will not take that for granted, and I take that as a big responsibility for me, and for Wyckoff Insiders the same. We will not waste that opportunity, you know, of us being able to guide you through your journey, so you can already start making money while learning. Okay, because we're not gonna just spoil everything to you. We're telling you everything that you need to do and what we are doing, but you have to learn alongside, okay? That's the only way you become actually good at this. So I don't know if you have a beautiful quote to finish it off.
I just posted it on my X. The time that leads to mastery is dependent on the intensity of our focus. Guys, focus, put in the time, and you will master anything you desire.
I had one more amazing one, and they was actually from a person inside the server that he posted it in the motivational section, and we're gonna finish it off with this. Every human being who understands the purpose of money wishes for it. Wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire riches, and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, will bring riches. Absolutely beautiful. Appreciate all of you guys for being here. You can find the weekly schedule of our live streams inside of the free community in our Discord. And we see all of you tomorrow. Peace out.